Oh, hi! I'm Elle Woods, filling in as guest judge this week. What, like it's hard? Because tonight's theme is movie realness. Just kidding, guys. You really thought. You thought. I'm Amber Valentine, and this is After the Chop. Tonight's theme is movies, not musical movies, but just movies made into a production. So stay tuned. We're going to talk to all of the people, get all the tea, all the shade, all the drama. Stay tuned. It's going to be amazing. All right, here I am with your winner this week, or should I say winners? We have Nicki Minaj and Adriana tied for the win tonight. How do you feel tonight?
Bitch.
We are feeling, well, I'm feeling great.
Honey, like a drowned, harassed rat.
I mean, honestly, literally. Can you even?
It was raining men, bitch, and it's raining men under our costumes right now.
They're soaking wet. Now, about your individual numbers. Doing something new tonight, where we're going to show your full outfits from what you performed in. So, no shade, but I'm putting Adriana's photo right over top of you right now, Mickey. So, tell us about your performance tonight.
Okay, so I did. My inspiration was obviously Goldie Hawn, and I wanted to do like iconic film from the '90s. Like that's like my favorite era is the '90s. Goldie Hawn did First Wives Club and Death Becomes Her. If you're gay, if you're a true gay, you know those films. And so I did both of those. I came out in like a white, feathery little moment. It was wrapped around my red dress with the gold accents and this like red, little auburn hair. And I tried to do the bangs, but they're all wet now, so you can't see that. But I was really feeling my, Goldie Hawn nerve, and I had the little beauty mark. Is it still there?
Yep.
The water, I can't believe it's still there, honestly. But then I got my beauty mark.
Can't nothing stop her.
Nothing stop her. Yeah, so that's what I did. And I pulled like dialogue from both movies, and slayed it. Honestly, like I think Mickey and I both deserve to be in the top. And I'm getting so drunk. And I definitely agree with the tops this week. Last week I did not. This week I approve.
All right, so I think everybody's kind of been enjoying the shade a little bit. So do you think that the bottom two deserved it?
I do, and I think one of them should have went home.
Which one?
Well, I don't know because I didn't watch. Because I was up here changing into my outfit, to be honest with you. But I really wanted someone to go home because that's another week I got to deal with these bitches. I need someone else to go home.
Period.
All right. This is Mickey's beautiful outfit tonight.
Hello.
Tell us about your performance tonight.
I wanted to pay homage to my favorite drag queen of all time, Effie Trinket from The Hunger Games.
Yes.
I just thought immediately when they said movies, I was like, there's no better comparison to what it's like to be in a drag competition than the Hunger Games. So I threw all of my sisters on the chopping block, and I opened my number with a voiceover that I created myself and I wrote myself of me playing Effie Trinket reading all the contestants. Yeah. My two favorite reads were Kenya Lookalike a Manchez, who she can dance very well, but lip syncing is all the words properly is the most important thing in the arena. And my second favorite one was Adriana, no, I would not like to Fanta. Because losing the chop the first...
my name right. It's Adriana.
Adriana, I still don't want to Fanta with you. And I just love that you're still here because, losing the chop the first time wasn't enough for you. And that means a lot. It speaks to your character. No, I just thought it would be really fun to play, poke some shade and poke some fun at the other contestants, all in good fun, and then just get cute and get funny. And I had a lot of gags. I had a whole storyline in my number, and I'm glad that the judges loved it and saw it.
Yeah, it was great. I thought the reading was hilarious. So tell us your ideas for your top two lip sync because you both brought some serious ideas, Adriana.
Honey, honestly, like I was actually in an entirely different like outfit and gown, and as soon as I heard that it was just changed, like I booked it upstairs and like changed my outfit into like this little number because I had like on a gown because the other song was like a ballad. So I was like, okay, and I grabbed my umbrella and I looked at Mitch, the bartender, when I walked in. I said, bitch, when I look at you, spray my ass as much as you can. And
with what?
With water.
Oh.
So he took from the behind the bar and just sprayed my ass, and I was drenched. And You know.
Ooh,
And
ooh,
if you know Mitch, you know a lot of people want to be sprayed by him. So.
Exactly. And then, bitch, we both took it out to the streets because the song was.
We were fighting. We were saying, look at those streets. I think it's funny because it was clear that we both had the idea.
Yes.
I'm gonna go out on the streets at the same time, and all I do is
bumped into each other. And we're
bitch. We literally crashed into each other. I was standing up on the bar.
Yes.
Oh, bitch, my hat's going everywhere. I was on the bar, or I'm on one of the booths, and I saw her book it, and just as I had the thought, and I was like, oh no, bitch, you ain't going out there without me.
They both booked it outside, performed in the front window. In the streets,
girl,
it was sick.
It was funny. And so what's funny is actually we had talked about this. Both of us were really, because they don't tell us what we're lip syncing to until they announce it on the spot.
You have two songs.
You have two
so you
songs
don't know what's
to
the
prepare.
top and the bottom, right?
And we were both really banking on that ballad.
Yes, we both were.
We both brought gags for that.
Yes.
And I had nothing for this.
Nothing. It just was like boom, 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 boom. Let's go.
Luckily, the audience is so into the show, bitch. All the boys came up and they were like, "What do you need?" And I was like, so I came up with the idea to be that girl that doesn't have an umbrella. So I went around all over the bar and just kept taking another person's jacket and putting it on, and then taking that one off, and then putting somebody else's jacket on. So it helped carry me because I know that Adriana can dance the house down boots, and I was not about to try and compete with that.
She was not letting me have it. Easily says.
True.
It was good. And it was so funny. Right before we went on, we both looked at each other like, bitch, let's give them a lip sync they won't forget.
And I don't think they will.
Yeah, I don't think they will.
I don't think so. It was definitely the best lip sync I've seen out of both seasons. Wow. It was so good. But top two, I mean, you guys has been killing it every week, so
thank you.
It's just gonna keep on happening. Adriana Fonta, Nicki Minaj. I am here with Miss Kenya Sanchez, aka I don't know what that character's name was in.
Her name was Diva Umlagada.
From The Fifth Element.
Yeah.
Which is a great movie. If you're too young and you haven't seen it. Actually, to be honest, I was a little too young. I didn't see it till I was in college.
Yeah.
But it's such a good movie. I want to say that, Kenya, the way you matched your makeup to the outfit tonight is literally flawless.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Can you tell us about your performance tonight?
Yeah, tonight I did a little Fifth Element, but I switched it up a little bit. So I felt like in the Fifth Element, the blue bitch is the most iconic character in the movie. But Ruby Rod is the most flamboyant and the most awesome person. Like, that's who I want to be when I grow up.
Same.
Like Ruby Rod, you know.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get those lines. Am I good?
You're good.
Okay. I wanted to get those lines, Ruby Rod, because I thought it was funny, I thought it was entertaining, but I still wanted to give the illusion of my favorite character. I wanted to bring her to life. Because in the movie, she don't have any lines. So I'm like, let me get her.
So.
Yeah, she do a little thinking.
Yeah.
She do a little thinking. But I was like, let me give it a little life. Let me bring her to life a little bit.
Yeah, it was cute.
Thank you. I had a lot of fun tonight.
All right, so you were safe.
Yes.
That's all right.
Tonight, Amber, though, I'm okay with it. Because honestly, it's a little bittersweet. Because I do want to win. I want to win all of them. You can't win them all, though.
Right.
But tonight I didn't really know the words to one of the songs like that, so I was a little nervous. So I was okay with being safe because I probably would have got my ass sent home. Otherwise, yeah.
Right. Well, I'm happy you were safe too. Can't wait to see what you do next week.
Thank you.
Thank you for sitting down with me.
Of course,
Miss
Always
Kenya
forever.
Sanchez.
Bye, guys.
I'm here with Lemon LaCroix. How are you feeling about your performance tonight?
I'm feeling really good. I had more of a production tonight. I tried to do some stuff with the lighting. I had some extra actors and actresses.
Can you tell us the character you were playing in the movie?
So I was playing Mrs. Peacock, so I wanted to be a little bit more cocky. I don't know. I can't think of what to say. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. So next week's theme is heartbreak, anti-Valentine's Day, Singles Awareness Day. Do you have any ideas, Lemon? I mean, you've had at least 10 seconds.
Well, I can just choose not to wear perfume or deodorant. They'll cry.
Oh.
They'll get it. They'll be like, oh, that bitch stanky. We're done.
Sure. All right. Well, tune in for that next week. No, but I'm sure it'll be amazing. So, thank you for sitting down with me, Lemon LaCroix, everyone.
Yeah.
Did I say it right the first
I'm so
time?
proud of
Lemon
you.
LaCroix. Oh my God. Who am I?
Iconic.
Oh, I think you have something here. Just a little blood. Oh, this is Lavish.
It's a messy night. Messy.
Tell me about your. You were safe, first of all.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Safe.
Tell me about your character in the movie.
So I did Mia Wallace from Pulp Fiction. It's like one of my favorite movies. One of Quentin Tarantino in general.
Yeah.
Just I love absolutely. So it's one of his iconic scenes.
Yeah.
Where she like goes out, thinks she's snorting a little, you know what? It's not that, and then she ODs.
Oh, what is that? Because I actually haven't seen it.
Okay, so the plot is she's a cocaine addict.
Okay.
So she does a lot of that. Finds the other protagonist's little baggie, but it's not cocaine, it's heroin. And so she snorts it and gets an OD. ODs. What am I talking about? And then like he rushes her to like his dealer's place and they like stab her with like a...
Like adrenaline or
yeah,
something?
adrenaline pump, and then she gets revived. So I did that whole sequence.
Well, I will say, like,
yeah.
like I said, I haven't seen the movie.
It's a good one. Check it out.
So I know it's like a classic. I need to see it.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, I didn't feel like I even needed to see because I was just like so entertained.
Thank you.
Yeah. And also, like, I hate you with like these wigs. Like, like you're like my dream body, and like the fact that you get to put on these like tiny wigs and they look so good. I mean, you look like a real woman. Like,
are you kidding?
Oh.
This jawline is screaming against these bangs. They're just like fighting these bangs so hard. I tried on like 4 different wigs, and the lady at the store was like, "Girl, what is you doing?"
Oh, you didn't have makeup on either.
No.
Right.
Full
No.
man, didn't even shave
You
yet.
look perfect.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I can't wear black hair. I can't wear dark hair. I can't wear one tiny wig, and you do all of it and look stunning. So, anyway,
I appreciate that.
Speaking of heartbreak, that is the theme of next week. So, do you have any ideas for that?
I do. I like, you know, once again, climb through my little library of songs, pick the one that makes me the saddest, that makes me cry. But I really want to build a story. Like, I want to, kind of do, like, a beginning, middle, and end. So, yeah, it's just going to be really working through that library and picking out those ones that's really just going to make... I really think I want to go for, like, super emotional. Like, I want to make people cry. Like, I want to emote. Because I was wanting to do the Greatest Showman lip sync. I was hoping I was top, and I was hoping we would be in the top. And just, like, emote.
Yeah.
So I feel like I haven't given that yet, and I feel like that's going to be, like, a nice...
Totally.
Step up.
Well, and that's kind of nice in a way because now they haven't seen that from you.
Hey, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we're definitely gonna work on it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, well, best of luck. Can't wait to see it. Lavish. I'm here with your queen who went home tonight. Oh, wait a second. Actually, no one went home tonight. We have the bottom 2, unfortunately, Synthetic and Mercy Mercury. But you both made it through because everyone just killed it so hard tonight they couldn't send anyone home. How do you feel about your performances?
I felt pretty good about it. I wanted to do... I originally wanted to do something scary, but then I was like, that's very typical of Synthetic. So I went with Gretchen Wieners from Mean Girls, and I feel like I hit it off pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was really good, the dialogue mix it. And somebody mentioned, I think Veronica maybe mentioned that everyone always thinks of Regina always, but Gretchen has like the best lines. She was really smart.
She's a psycho bitch.
Yeah. And your makeup is like so beautiful. Like everyone mentioned tonight how like we just don't see you like this very often with just like this beauty makeup, and you look so good.
Thank you.
All right, Mercy, tell me about your character in movies.
I did Rorschach from Watchmen. I feel like I did a good job. I feel like I had 3 paragraphs of dialogue. And I remembered every single word. Every single word. But yeah, that was that. And now we're on to another week.
Yeah. Well, so next week is Heartbreaks. So what are you gonna do to make it? They want people to make them cry, I guess, but like also if everyone does that, it's gonna be like a very depressing show. So do you guys have ideas of what you're gonna do to mix it up a little bit?
Well, I'm definitely not going to be doing Kim Petras' Heart to Break. So I'm thinking I'm going to go outside of the box. Well, for me, inside of the box. And I'm going to do like some signature Synthetic, very horror, but glamour, and like metal. Because why not?
Well, do you. That's the main thing. Mercy?
Yeah, I want to like make everybody cry without a ballad for once, because like I've shown that I can make people cry with a ballad.
Right.
Woohoo! Who can't? And I want to like show a fully fledged story with different genres, all that. I want to just deliver a full package next week.
Great. Thank you for sitting down for me, Synthetic, Mercy Mercury. We'll see you next week. Here I am with your hostesses tonight, Miss Kim Passable and Veronica Pop, a.k.a. Mystique from the X-Men franchise,
Correct.
which you should probably always be blue because you look so hot.
Thank you.
And from...
I'm just shocked you actually know my name this time.
That was one time.
One time's
Don't
enough.
avoid the subject where you're supposed to be.
I am my own autobiography, Veronica Pop, because she was on the news and she's famous and she's TV
That's
famous.
true. Catch him on the Jam on the CW. It already aired, but they might be back on. And their interview was so cute. They had the best personalities, like they always do. All right, so tonight was really good. I would like everyone knew their words like more than I've ever seen.
Can't relate.
You know, like roughly 48 to 50%.
So you saw me perform for the first time, and you were gagged that I knew every word at a booking that you were not here.
I've seen you perform a lot of times at a booking.
I was hydrating. You were gagged that I knew my words.
Well, not gagged that you knew your words. I was more so gagged that you knew like such intricate words. It was like rap. And you always call yourself out about not knowing the words. And I also feel like you're really good at the whole like.
You say every vegetable.
Yeah. Well. Oh, I would say.
I don't even know what a vegetable is. Though.
So which vegetables do you say? Because I'm used to you inserting them inside of you rather than saying them. And that's a different topic we'll talk about next week, maybe?
Yeah. Moving on. All right. So, Kim, tell us about your performance tonight because it was actually based on a movie.
So I did a performance based on X-Men, the first one from 2000. I'm definitely more of a comics purist, but the movies are cool too. So I was like, I can definitely work this into the theme. I like to do Mystique. I like to be blue. It makes me feel cool.
Mm-hmm. And you're a shapeshifter in real life too, so it makes sense.
Yes. And a cross-dresser.
Yeah. Aren't we all? Okay, so tell me about your tops tonight. I mean, obviously I know who you all as a whole picked, but like, what stood out to you?
Speaking of whole pick, my tops were Mickey, Kenya. Who else is in this show?
I see some lemon. I see some lavish.
And
Adriana.
then like a lemon, Adriana tie for the
Mercy.
third. Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
My top three were like the top guys that I last night.
Cute.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm a virgin. My number one was Nicki Minaj. Her opening number literally was like the most iconic thing I've ever seen here. Like it was like she came down and so we usually, I don't know if we're gonna do it this season, but we usually do like a rose comedy number. And this bitch came down the stairs and like read every single person in this show, besides myself, which I was pressed, to filth. And I was like, like literally, Kim was in the bathroom while Mickey was performing, and she comes on, she goes, "Girl," I go, "I am gagging." So that was definitely like she won. Like literally the fact that like you were the first one, and I was like, oh. Crown the bitch. Crown her.
It's hard to go
So that
first.
was good. My second in no particular order would probably be Kenya. Kenya's costume was like out of this world.
Yeah.
The other one that was really good that I was kind of gagged to was with Adriana. I've seen the movie too.
Which one? Not First Wives Club.
The other one.
I haven't seen that
Death
either.
Becomes Her.
I've seen Death Becomes Her, but not First Wives Club.
That was good, but yeah, I was pretty shocked because this was. Obviously, we're in the second season, and it was the first time. I think I came up with this idea. Was it me?
That was me.
Oh, that was her. It was probably my favorite challenge of all the seasons. Like, I was kind of shocked because I told Kim, I was like, girl, I don't think they have it in them. And then we came, and I saw everyone in costume, and I was like, holy shit. And right before we started the show, what did I say, Kim? I go, I think they're going to bring it.
Yeah.
And every single one of them, I'm like, y'all were hungry because y'all ate that shit up, honey.
I agree. It was like one of the best I've seen. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think so we have our meetings every week and we discuss like what we think would be the best ideas moving forward for like what's the theme, what should we do this here, what should we do that here. And I think I'll always come up with like the most obscure and strange concepts.
She's like, can people show up in banana outfits? I'm like, girl, cancel.
No, not quite that, but like I'll come up with like a weird idea and everyone's like, that's crazy, and like the one like crazy idea that they let slide, they're like, okay, that maybe happens. It's always the best one. So I just think that the more vague we get with the themes, that we're like, oh, for instance, a few weeks ago we did 80s, 90s. It was a little boring. Everyone just kind of did what we would expect them to do. They're like, ooh, frizzy hair, a little bow, and I'm 80s, 90s. But when we get a little bit more obscure, a little bit more specific about what we're looking for, everybody really brings it, and they really they bring it in a way that is very creative. It's very on brand for themselves, but it's still what we're looking for. And so tonight was one of those examples, and that's why we couldn't really get rid of anybody, and why there was a tie for the top. Like, it was really like there were 7 people in the competition, and there was just 7 across the board, really strong.
Yeah. All right. So next week, want to tell us about the challenge and what you're looking for?
Yeah. So next week the theme is heartbreak. So
It's Valentine's Day.
I'm a very kind of person where it's like love is great, but like I hate how everyone's like, oh my god, it's Valentine's. Like, what about the people that are single? What about the people that have been heartbroken? So I'm like, let's celebrate those people. So the theme is pretty much you have to give us songs that are gonna make you cry. Pretty much let us feel emotions. Yeah. And what I'm looking for is I literally I never cry. I think the last time I cried was probably not 2 days ago. It was probably 2 years ago at a bar randomly. So I'm like, my biggest thing is I want to cry. I want to legit I want to cry. I almost cried during the lip sync. So it's like you have to give me that extra oof. I want to feel like you've been heartbroken, and I want to be like, bitch, same.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for emotion. Okay. But I don't want anyone to do Emotion by Mariah Carey, because if they do, that's a cop-out.
Yeah. Also, sorry, before I get to you, Kim, I do feel like it's a challenge because you also have to bring something that's not just sadness, because you don't want to just bring the crowd down the whole time. So that is a big challenge.
Yes. Yeah, you don't want an entire show of just we're sad and we're just wanking to our sorrow. You do want a show. You want a production. So it can be heartbreak, but can we leave us on a fun note? Can we make it so that we experience it and it's joyful, but we're still here for it? We don't want to pack our bags and get out of here because we're upset and want to go home and be alone. We want it to be something that is communal. We can bring it together. Something we can all relate to. Something we've all been through, you know? Mm-hmm. So it still has to be a show. It still has to be, we still want to leave feeling like we enjoyed our experience, not that way it brought us to a place that's deep or low, you know?
Yeah. I would say something where it tells a story that maybe ends in tragedy or something, so it's not could be a little love story or something.
Yeah, I would love to
the whole
see
performance
that.
itself isn't sad, but it might end sad.
Also, I feel like if anybody does Taylor Swift, would be also a cop-out, because all of her songs are about heartbreak. So I want them to be creative, especially with this week, they use monologue. I want them to tell a story with their performance. I'm also feeling an itch where I might do the theme this week.
Oh,
I've been heartbroken so many times, girl. So I'm like, I can finally relate. Should we do shots?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do
on
shots.
screen. Let's do it.
Waitress, could we get our shot?
Your official waitress.
Thank you. Is that for you?
I guess.
Come sit with us.
Cheers, host.
Lola
Let's
Madison.
do a cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to the hole that never heals. The more you poke it, the better it feels.
Oh, God.
Your hostesses, thank you.
Bye, everyone.
I'm here with my sis, Lola Madison, the winner
Hola.
of season 1. What'd you think about the chop tonight?
It was so good. I think every single bitch brought it tonight. I think this time around in our season, everybody stepped their up because they did so well. If you're not here at this show, you are missing out. There were so many gags. I was actually worried this week because I'm like, okay, this is when they really have to put effort in, and they all had great mixes. They all had dialogue. Yeah. It was good.
They
it was
all knew
so
their
good.
Words.
Yes.
So no one missed a single word. It was insane.
Not for the lip sync for your life though, but
yeah.
no tea, no shade.
I might have noticed them myself.
I mean, it is really hard to try to learn 2 songs on top of your other songs, and
it's just very crazy to do this competition.
Especially
but
as it gets later, and then you have 2 numbers each week. Right now they're just doing 1.
Right.
But eventually they're going to get to the point where they're each doing 2 numbers every week, and then you have to learn 2 songs for the lip sync in case you're in the top or the bottom.
and you don't know which song it's gonna be.
Right.
That's-
I mean, I was never in the bottom, so I never really had to deal with that. But like,
I was in the bottom like 3 times, but I won.
okay, but like speaking of like being in the bottom or like being red or whatever, did you see there was some bitch on Instagram?
Oh my god.
Read me for filth for forgetting nails last week.
So she did a review of our review. Well, your review.
Yeah.
And she was reading, like, girl, get your own show. Like, why do you have to, like, do
Her
that?
Instagram story was everything though. Like,
She was, who's this bitch?
wait, hold on. That's her.
Oh my god. It's
Oh my god. Oh my god. Stop. I can't. Like, this is silicone.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, you smell amazing.
Oh, thank you. That's a first. I've never been
I
told
don't smell
that.
it.
Honestly, like you have to follow her on Instagram because
Yes, please.
I
all
was-
the help I can get.
I was dying over. It was like I was at work on last Thursday or something, and I don't know where I just keep getting all these tags on Instagram, and I start watching her story. I start watching her story, reviewing after the chop. It was so funny.
Well, I think sometimes the judges aren't as mean as they should be because I really want to see these girls grow, and I think that you have to be a qualified judge to do that, as you can see. So, but I did want to show respect to Kim Passable last week, so I didn't wear any nails. Just because I didn't want to be too above the bar. But
Okay, I did bring nails last week, but I forgot nails last week. I brought nails tonight and forgot nail glue.
Well, you still gotta paint it, so
yeah,
that's all that
Lola
matters.
painted my nails for me at the table.
I did this hand. This is a
You
pretty
know,
hand.
we're good. No, but you actually did this hand.
Oh, well.
Wait,
Zoom in on that nail,
Can I give
bitch.
my tops and bottoms?
Yes,
like,
please.
so-
Oh,
just
yeah.
to be okay. So these are Scylla's picks for this week. I think because I'm a big artsy drag type of person,
Yeah.
so I like to see the conceptual side of it. I think my top 2 were definitely Mickey and Lemon. I just think Lemon's mix, along with the fact that she had the entire lights go out during it. That is so smart to utilize the lights, and it goes well with the movie as well.
Yeah,
so
she's also friends with her, so.
Well, okay, this is an exception for her being good, trust. And I didn't put any of my damn tickets in that bucket for her, so whatever. No, but I think she was the full package tonight, and I agree with Mickey. I think that about Mickey as well. I love that she started out by reading the other girls. I told her specifically to be mean next week, so she fulfilled my challenge of that.
Yeah.
And then as for the bottoms, I agree with the bottom 2 this week, even though Mercy is also a friend of mine. I think Mercy is conceptually very strong and emotionally, and just she can give the drama. I just think that she wasn't that great tonight. The mix was wonderful, but she didn't give it her all. And then I agree with also Synthetic being at the bottom. For obvious reasons.
Yep.
Just kidding.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Lola. All right, I'm here with your judges this week, Miss Miranda and St. Mark's. Yeah, thank you. And Abby, for the first time, we're so excited to have you.
I'm nervous.
Wait, so was it your idea for the drag brunch?
It wasn't my idea. You're talking about how we got brunch.
Yeah.
So the long story short is our New York bar. There's a bunch of rivers. They did this really mild one queen thing because our sports bars are really a place to go to on a Sunday. And they had a little bit of success in it. So our boss kind of showed that to John and was like, this was the GM at the time, was like, do you think you could pull this off? And we found Veronica, Kim, and at the time Electra, and have never had anything as small and mild as they had since day one. It just got bigger and bigger and bigger. So I take care of it now, but it's not my birthright.
Right.
This is more my
Anniversary is
baby.
this week.
Yeah, the 1 year anniversary. It's the real drag brunch of Chicago. It's the biggest drag brunch probably in the world. I don't know, but it's huge. But Abby is such an integral part of the chop too. So I want you to kind of explain your role and everything.
I don't even know what I'm called in the chop, really. I give a lot of the credit of the chop, honestly. I never say this or I don't say it enough. But a lot of it is the brainchild of myself and Marco. We wanted to have something that was a competition. Also, my only experience in drag is drag brunch, which is this huge, like, mega thing. But so much of how the chop works or what we were going for or what we do comes from Marco.
Girl.
I couldn't do it without him, no way.
I'm sorry.
It's really...
Veronica's mooning us off camera right now, and that's why I'm making these faces, because I'm terrified.
You guys have really done something magical with brunch and with the chop because there is nothing like it. I don't know, and especially to take something like a straight bar like this, where it's like who would think of it? And
we really thought it would be 30 people.
Yeah.
We thought it would be like 30 people, nothing big, brunch. Even this, I never thought it would be this big. So
yeah, it's really
didn't
cool.
think I was going to have an after show with Amber Valentine. That's for sure.
All right, well, actually, let's just keep it on you, Abby. Sorry. And tell me about your standout so far this season and especially tonight.
Oh, I don't even know. So tonight was hard because I think everybody did so good. I wasn't expecting that. We were talking earlier in the powwow about how we were waiting for that moment where it would kind of flip and everybody would bring it and it would start to get really difficult and like who we were going to send home. And you could see that slowly like building up, but I think today is like a perfect example of when it finally was tough. Like we definitely wasn't like the plan to have 2 winners and no one go home. It's just at this, like seeing what you saw, it was tough. It was like, I don't even know who would we really send. So tonight, I think Mickey probably won my night. I like enjoyed hers a lot. Standouts, total in the competition. At this point, I don't even know who I would say. I love seeing, Debbie articulated the most and how I feel about Mercy, which is just like, I always want to see more. I'm always like, what will she do? I love the emotion. She's so different. I think a lot of times we see not the same thing, but you know, like she makes me question things. It's literally like what Debbie said it and I went, yes, girl, that's exactly how I feel. So that's a person I'm kind of always watching, but I think Adriana, Mickey, Kenya, Synthetic. I mean, I'll just name the whole cast at this point.
Right.
Yeah, I know. I love them all.
All right. How about you two tonight?
I think for me personally, I would say that Mickey was my all-time, for tonight, was the standout. I think she started off the show. She was the first person to go. Her mix was so funny. She did something but reading every single contestant, and it just tied into the Hunger Games so well. I will also say I really did enjoy Adriana's number as well because...
Adriana, sorry. She just keeps getting mad when people say Adriana. I have to help.
She'll get over it if she wants a booking. I'm kidding. No, she did amazing. Like her lip sync was so on point. And one thing I do want to recognize her for is that we've been telling her, it's like, hey, you're such a fierce dancer, but can you step up your lip sync a little bit? And she literally just gave us the finger today and said, I did that, and I was so proud of her.
Yeah.
Marco's falling asleep.
St. Mark's.
Same. I think like Mickey, obviously, to me, I feel like adding a personal touch to what you do makes you more passionate about it. So like one of my biggest compliments is always like, whatever you love or you're passionate about, you like make us inherently passionate or love it as much. So the reason Mercy, I feel like, connects with me so much is because, or I connect with her, is because I'm so emotional, and she conveys emotions so well. And I feel like when I think of drag and when I think of performances, it's like laying and like giving and making people feel this emotion, no matter what it is, whether it's anger, happiness, sadness. You're supposed to make us feel something, and I think anyone that does that is always a standout. Tonight it's hard to put anyone down. I feel like Abby said it, like I think everyone did amazing. I think Mickey just added that personal touch that put her in that bigger category.
Yeah. Next week is just heartbreaking. What are you guys looking for?
For me, I want to see like something kind of fun, crazy. Like I say constantly, my favorite drag is things that make me laugh, and I think the contestants that we have, they are all amazing storytellers with their numbers, which is, I think it's so incredible to see, because that is very, very difficult to do. I will admit I cannot do that all the time, but the way that they tell stories, I just want them to do that next week. It's kind of take it to the next level. I think when you're in a competition like this, you can have a great number, but it's also like, you're not only going against every contestant, but you're also going against yourself. So if week 1 was a number that I constantly remember, it's like, how do you step above that?
True, yeah.
And that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
People stepping on their box, stepping up to the next level of their own drag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of being funny, like, I could not disagree more. I think, no, I'm kidding. I
hate her.
We've never heard that joke before.
Every single week.
No, I think that is what makes us such a great pair, is like constantly, like, you're wanting to like laugh and be made happy and like
enjoy life.
And I'm like a depressed bitch, so I feel like I definitely want to feel something more than anything. Like, I want to watch these stories and feel angry and sad, and bitch, I want to feel like I was wronged and I was scorned, and because I am always that. So like, I want to see some story.
Well, she's single. I've been in a relationship for 5 years, so we come from two very different.
Absolutely, we do, bitch, because no one has been worth it, and that's okay. I'm consistently like mad or wanting people that are either taken or don't want me back. So I'm mad, and I want to see mad. But to elaborate on what you said, I think more than anything, I just want to see a story and something that is cohesive, thought out, planned. Because we've gotten critique for that before, not noticing that. So just put some thought into it, and let's watch some movies, bitch. I'm here for a movie.
All right, Abby, lastly,
I think,
but not leastly.
Oh, of course. I think really from here forward, regardless of theme, every single week, I want to see that level that you guys brought last year. Now I'm looking for that. That's really what's going to make it like stand out. I want it to be something that's going to make me laugh. I want it to be production. I want it to be big. It's got to be bigger than what it's been. So I'm looking for Lola and a strobe light, some light up neon. What were those things that you had? Those
like tube lights. Yeah.
Love. So.
All right, I love it. I can't wait. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Why do we always have to go last
when
we're drunk?
Can
we go first
I am stone sober
week?
for the record.
I am stone, not sober.
I'm very hungover from yesterday.
I have a petition. We are going first next week.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll still be drunk, bitch.
Thank you so much. This has been After the Chop with Amber Valentine. Tune in next week, and we'll see what else happens.